Hello to all of my Leos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your 3-month predictions video. A lot of you all have been asking, please do a predictions video. I was like, okay, here it is. Here it is. This is not going to disrupt the normal flow of videos. So we still have a Sunday video, Monday. It's going to keep on, so this is an extra video. This is a bonus video, really. So this video is from the middle of October through the end of middle of October 2022. So I'm clear, through the end of January 2023. We're going to cover everything from personal progress, your relatives, your friendships, romance, your identity, like how to be comfortable with who you are and like the journey that you're going on, your chosen life path. How you process change that's happening in your life. If there's any bad habits, how you going to get rid of those. We're talking about love and sex, romance, marriage, if that's what you're interested in, whether it's a business marriage or romantic marriage, and everything in between. So let's get right into your reading. The energy has already been cleared, Leos. So let's go. Let's go, Leos. Let's go. Keep in mind that I read the cards in upright and in reverse, right? I'm not giving you all my advice. This is what I'm seeing here in the cards, right? So I'm only allowing spirit to flow through me and share with you what I see in your cards. Let's get into it. Leos are ruled by the sun. This is also for my cross watchers to know this as well. Leos are ruled by the sun. Leos are an excellent sign to see through the identity of people as well as purpose. Other people's life purpose as well as their own. Leos, I'm talking to you if you have Leo anywhere in your chart. We are coming up on the last quarter moon in Cancer. If you go back and watch my kiss and my love and kiss video, you'll see as I walk through if your moon sign is Aries all the way down to Pisces to see what feeds your spirit, what nourishes your soul, right? So we're going to get in here. And the reason I intentionally started it in the middle of October, not the beginning of October, is because Cancer is really setting it. Cancer is the other luminary. You all are ruled by the sun. Cancer is ruled by the moon. And so our feelings, we felt things before we knew what they were. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go watch my Friday video. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. This reading may take up to maybe 45 minutes to an hour. So if you want to jot down notes and if you have more questions after the video, please, if you want to schedule a reading, my information is down below in the description box. Remember, this is a general reading. So if I talk about your love life, I think somebody put under oh my gosh. I think somebody put under one of the videos, I need to know exactly how I'm going to meet my person. Remember, these are general readings, right? So how one person may meet their person may not be the same way another person meets their person. So if you want more clarity and you feel like you need a personal reading, you guys know exactly where to go right now. My information is down below. My calendar is down below. So let's get into your reading. We're going to work from October, whatever today's date is, because we're coming up on the 17th. I want to say that today may be the 14th. At the time of filming is the 14th, but in a couple of days we're already transitioning towards this last quarter moon in Cancer, right? So that's going to help you to understand like what nourishes your spirit. Here we have the Nine of Wands. Well, we led with the King of Cups, right? The King of Cups. We also have the Nine of Wands. We also have the Ten of Cups. We also have the Two of Wands. I started laughing because no matter how much I cover in my videos, somebody wants more or somebody wants less. So let that be a lesson to anybody who is going into business for themselves, is that you do your best. And for some people, it's going to be, okay, exactly what they needed. For some people, it's not going to be what they needed. And you're still going to have to be able to stay focused and keep on moving forward, okay? So like I said before, I'm sharing with you all what Spirit is sharing with me. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles and also the Seven of Wands, right? So there's a lot of fire in your cards, and I'm not surprised, one, because you're a fire sign, but also we just left the full moon in Aries, which is one of your sister signs, also a fire sign. So what I'm seeing for you all is in your, here we have the King of Cups energy right here. King of Cups energy is, you know, talking to somebody who is a wise, who could be like a wise friend of yours, right? Somebody who is a wise friend. Maybe the person is older, or maybe you feel like they're the age doesn't really equate to wisdom. So I see somebody feeling like they're talking to somebody who is of wiser counsel. You're one through prayer, you're talking to source within inside of you, but maybe you need a physical person to talk to really sit down and talk about, you want your family life, like you want that. What I'm seeing in the spirit is that somebody's sitting down across the desk from somebody, whether it's on Zoom or like physically sitting down with somebody and just saying, you know what, I want a family. And this person is really counseling you and telling you, hey, you gotta make sure there's peace within. This is the Ten of Cups right here. The person is saying to you, I understand that family means everything to you, and this is how you're working towards promises of peace within yourself. This is why this moon in Cancer is so important, Leos, because we're not talking about a person that's a Cancer. You all know this. If you've been, I got to sometimes repeat it because I got new subscribers and new tribies that's, tuned into listening. We're not talking about a person that's a Cancer. We're talking about your feelings. What nurtures you? Like, what nurtures you? So you can have a desire to have this family life, but if you don't know what truly nurtures you, you'll just accept anything in your universe. And I don't mean that in a negative way at all. I'm saying you'll just accept what you think. Like if somebody, like people who say, oh, you guys look good together, like, man and woman, woman and woman, man, whatever. You all look good together. You all, like when friends introduce friends to another person, and they're like, okay, you all will make a really, really good couple. This is where you are really deciding in your spirit what nurtures your spirit. You all are a sign, Leos, that really give your all to friendships. You give your all to your relationships. Like, you all are the fire that sparks other people's flames, right? And so one of the things that you all are really, really tuning inward going in is not feeling bad about expecting that same fire that you put into other people's, like, help to light their, I hope I'm saying this right, help to light the flame in their universe. You're expecting the same thing in return. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? But here's a little twist to this. What I'm seeing that this person is going to help somebody understand. Help somebody, understand within yourself, is to communicate that when you first meet people. Don't try to come across as being watered down, or that you sound arrogant. Like, tell a person, like, Leo, start telling people, hey, I give my all in relationships. I take it to the max for my person. I take it to the max for my friends. I put my emotion into my heart, spirit, and soul. If I know it's somebody's birthday, I'm the first one there lighting candles. I'm the first one there helping to spread the icing on the cake. I'm the one that's asking, do you need me to go out and get balloons and stuff? But I'm also expecting that in return. That gives people an opportunity, Leos, to say, you know what, I can or I can't. I'm not that kind of friend, or I'm not that. Instantly you can put them in a different category. Okay, this is not the person, because I expect that in return. Same thing in your romantic relationships. I see somebody opening up and talking. Like, this is what this person is saying to you, is like learning how to express yourself and telling people, right? So here's the thing, it's coming across your path, but the way it's coming across your path is different because you are growing. You are learning how to be honest about really what nurtures you. Not to say that you haven't been honest about what nurtures you, but I'm talking about, like, effectively communicating, like, what works for you, right? And so that was some of the things that somebody learned on the other side of a relationship that has already ended. They said, I can defend my position of moving on without coming across as defensive. I don't have to say anything negative about them. I don't have to say I didn't like their mom, I didn't like their dad, I didn't like their family. It's just something as simple as, like I said, in one of my last videos, walking away cool, calm, and collected. Like really almost surprising yourself, as somebody, one of the Leos so eloquently put it, which was funny, is you surprising yourself saying, this just doesn't work for me. Whether the person is capable of reciprocating what I gave or not, it's just not, it's just too many hits and misses, right? So the bottom line is you learn lessons about yourself, and then in comes new energy. I also see the same thing in somebody's job. I'm also seeing, but let's stay with just love or interest, because you attracting new energy won't be a problem at all. Somebody may be even wondering, like, this is where you're gonna have to really put pride to the side. If your romantic relationships didn't work out in the past, forgive everybody, forgive yourself, and say, you know what, it just didn't work. It just wasn't for me. I also see somebody learning how to not put that energy out into the universe that there's no good people in my city, there's no good people in my state or my town or my province or whatever. There's no good people in my community or on my street or whatever. I see somebody saying now, there's people relocating every single day to my state. People are moving out, people are moving in. So I know my person is here. I don't have to go to another continent to find my person. I definitely, want to be married. I want to settle down. I want to have that family life, but I'm not desperate. So I'm going to be, when God sends these people across my path, that's going to be one of the first conversations we have. How do you feel about family? What are your thoughts? Like, I mean, you may assume that people know that you're already a loyal sign, Leos, but people don't know. People really, really don't know. They may say to themselves that they're loyal, but your definition of loyalty have to be the same. Like, y'all at least need to have that conversation of, like, what's your definition of loyalty, right? I'm also seeing somebody move on to another job making more money, like bigger money. So let's talk a little bit about this person, some specifics about this love interest for somebody. Now, if you're currently already in a romantic relationship, it's going to get better. If you desire to be in a romantic relationship, let's just say you're just dating right now and it's kind of sort of, feeling your way through, because this Two of Wands right here is like new energy coming your way in money, also in love. But since this Ten of Cups came out here right after the King of Cups, and you seeking some kind of wise counsel about family and wise counsel just about your life in general, that's what that person is going to be telling you. They're going to say, be more specific with source about what you want, and focus on peace within. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, so here we have the Stars card, which is Aquarius card, right? Okay. See how this person is like kind of pouring water. They're nourishing this person's skin, right? This is like, because this is the largest organ in your skin, right? So the person really, their energy is, they may seem different to you. They may seem very unique to you, the way that they go about doing things. And these are some characteristics of your person. And again, these are things, if you want to write them down and ask God for this, right? Because this is the characteristics of your person. Something about them is very unique and different than who you may have dated in the past. You'll know instantly just because their conversation is very intellectual. They may even dress differently. Like at first glance, because you all are really nice dressers. A lot of fire signs really put a lot of care and attention to how you all dress and how you all how you appear. Like you have that fire. It's like that extra, I hope I'm saying this right, but you all have that extra fire in you that's very attractive and very warm. Like people will say, oh, I like those glasses, or I like the way your hair is, or I like those shoes, or you know, work or whatever. Like people are just like enamored by fire signs and like that extra pizzazz fire signs bring to the universe, right? Everything about you says, and this is part of why somebody's going to be really attracted to you, because something about your energy, Leo, is going to give off to them. Leos are unapologetic about their that extra pizzazz or fire you bring to the universe. And for them, for them, you may look at them like they could jazz it up a bit. But not in an offensive way, okay? Like not in an offensive way to them at all. It's going to be, in a sense, it's going to be very refreshing to your ego, because their energy doesn't give off, I'm trying to compete with you. It doesn't give off, it gives off very much, I support you. Like, and it's a genuine I support you, Leos. I hope I'm because I'm seeing it in the spirit, and I'm trying to describe what I'm seeing in the spirit. It's like, okay, and if you don't dress like this, it's okay, because I'm just describing what I'm seeing in the spirit. It's like you all are sitting across from each other, and you have on like colorful, like your colors are just very vibrant. You just really stand out. Like when you walked in the place, everybody like took notice, like oohs and ahs, right? But when they came in, so they knew who you were as soon as they came in, because just like you came in first, right? You didn't make the, what is it called, like the late entrance, where you know a person is, they want to be seen. Like you were going to be seen regardless. They came in and they were, I don't want to say they blended in. Something about their aura was just as vibrant as your colors that you wear. There's something about their aura, though. The outer appearance is not as vibrant, is not as, I know I'm the bomb, right? But together, it just feels like intellectually they're there, like they're having a conversation with you, they're inspiring you, they can meet you wit for wit. I mean, like you all can laugh and joke. It's just it's like celebrating your differences, right? That kind of energy. Okay, I want to make sure I got that out for you all. But that's the energy that's coming across your path. Like they don't have a problem nurturing you, in a sense where I could see somebody like giving you a bath, like somebody like giving you a bath and being seductive as you want them to be, and they don't, it's not that they worship you, they respect your position in their lives. They don't see you as competition, and it's going to be a welcoming energy, like it's about time somebody understand. This is going to be your spirit, Leo. It's about time that somebody understands me, but not in an arrogant way. That's how their energy comes across. It's like, it's about time that somebody understands me, right? Okay? And so for them, you're going to make them laugh. They love that extra spark in you. I'm telling y'all, don't understand how people really do love Leos, for real. Like I don't know what kind of friends some of y'all have, because some of the comments y'all put down below, I'm not sure who y'all come across, but it's time to raise the frequency, because some people I talk to love Leos. They like, oh my God, I dated this Leo, it was this and that, blah blah, blankety blankety blah, blah 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 blah, all of that, right? But anyway, you're gonna be in celebratory mode. You're gonna be like, finally. finally, like, where have you been, right? So I do see somebody in celebratory mode, and so if you're waiting for your person to come across your path, one of the things I want to encourage you all to do, Leos, is not to assume that everybody is jealous, or that, you know, people see you as competition. This is what you want to bring down a couple of notches. You all don't have any competition. Nobody really has any competition. This is not even something you even need to ruminate over, because your person is coming your way. They're coming your way, and it's going to happen like suddenly for somebody. So right now, this is what I want you all to understand. So right now, as we're approaching the 17th of October, at the time of filming, we're approaching the 17th of October, because all of my videos are timeless. So whenever you see it is when you're supposed to see it. This is the time when you want to really sit down and be very honest with yourself. What nurtures your spirit? What feels like some good soul food for your spirit? Like, seriously, in terms of what you want romantically from a person, what you want, in terms of them reciprocating the energy that you put into their universe. You're expecting it back. And I want you all to really be honest with people when you first meet them. I'm serious. Like, don't even waste your time, because if they can't give it to you, or they're unwilling to give it to you, Leos, at least give them an opportunity to say, hey, I'm a low maintenance friend. If they tell you that, and you know you're a high maintenance friend, you're that friend that's always there, helping and playing you there every single time the phone rings. They know that they can depend on you. You're automatically thinking of them if they're going through a rough time, and they're not that person, and that doesn't work for your universe. Find that out when you first talk to them, okay? Yeah, because you got a lot of opportunities coming your way, and these opportunities coming your way give you an opportunity to start vetting energies, right? So, like I said, that's October 17th, around that time, and then around October 25th. This is going to be a real deep emotional time for people, because your passion about something is going to explode. Your passion about something, and we're not talking about just the S word, right? We're not talking about the S, the 3-letter S word. We're not just talking about that ends with X. We're not talking about just that passion exploding. Like, there's so much water and so much creativity in your car. So if you're passionate about singing or writing or whatever creative, poetry, whatever, starting a business, anything creative, being a chef, whatever you feel, because I mean, so many different titles are coming through my spirit, but whatever, creative energy. This is why this week for the 17th, October 17th, is going to be so important for you to be honest with yourself, first and foremost, what nurtures your spirit, because it's going to be so strong around the 25th that if there's any friction in your universe, that it could come out real dark and negative and low vibrating, right? Because that's new moon energy, October 25th. Plus, we got the solar eclipse. Plus, it starts off a new season, right? It's not only a new cycle and a new phase, it's also a new season. We enter into Scorpio season, but it's also the solar eclipse. So it's a lot going on. So emotionally, whoo, it's a lot, right? So if you are not and on top of that, it's new moon phase. So that's the time where everybody is supposed to be resting and manifesting and resetting, right? So that's the time when you really want to be crystal clear in that rest phase. It doesn't mean extra sleep. It's just the rest phase of saying, I need to get clear about the things I'm passionate about. Like I'm not letting this sit in my spirit any longer. If I want to be a singer, anybody who wants to be in my life, they're going to have to recognize that, hey, I just joined this chorus. I just joined this choir. You know what? I just started voice lessons or learn how to play the piano or guitar again. I want to start chef school. Like, somehow that's going to have to fit into your universe. If they want to be in your universe, right? That's going to have to somehow fit into the universe, right? Around the 1st of November, so in other words, you're going to let the depth of your creativity actually work to your benefit, and it's also going to work in that relationship with the person. So many people feel like they just have to work a 9-to-5 job and not even pursue their creativity or whatever. But I see you being able to fit it all in, right? That's one of the lessons that somebody may have learned in the past, whether you dance, it doesn't matter what it is, right? But that's one of the things that you learned in the past, is that I want to be connected to other artists. I may work for the government during the day, but I like to sing at night. Or we work for a corporate office during the day, but I want to write a book. Or I may want to go do poetry or stand up comedy or whatever it is. And somehow that same intensity, that same passion that you're putting into everything, you expect that same out of it, like a person who's giving their all to, like, taking voice lessons. So when it's time for me to go sing on stage, I'm giving my all in the performance, even though I may have nervous jitters or butterflies in my stomach, that kind of thing, right? So again, I do see, like I said before, I do see you being able to defend your decision to move on from something without being defensive, but entering into a new relationship, whether it's a new job or new romantic relationship with your person who just really waters, your the seeds that you're planting. That's what they're really doing. They're watering your spirit. They just add the right amount of nurturing into your spirit without you feeling like they have some kind of hidden agenda, because they don't. They really don't have a hidden agenda. They really just nurture your spirit. Something about it could be the way that they look, the way that they talk, the way that they laugh at your jokes. You're a pretty funny sign and smart sign. So whoever it is, see, soulmate energy. All right, so let's see. We have the Three of Wands, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and also the Moon card. Wow. Okay, so like I said, we have the Three of Wands, right? So I see somebody on the other side of something, whether it's the other side of a job, other side of a romantic relationship, friendship, or whatever. But I see your expectations being of expansion. So your vibrations are very high, but your expectations of our expansion, like I have the whole world in front of me, like somebody is actually excited about moving forward, in their journey. And it's, again, you kind of sort of marching to the beat of your own drum around November 1st, that first quarter moon phase, where you're trying something different this time. And one of the things that you're trying different is telling people your expectations up front. You know how when you first meet people, you meet their ascendant sign, actually. And depending on what your ascendant sign is, the person doesn't really know how passionate you are about your dreams. They really don't know how passionate you are, about your dreams. And so you're asking them about their dreams, but I want you also tell them about how passionate you are and just your dreams and stuff. That's the part where you're being vulnerable, like telling them, hey, listen, I saw myself being an Alvin Ailey dancer. I saw myself, singing with this, singing on this stage, like not being afraid to share that with people. So it doesn't really matter what they think. I mean, but I see this person really being right there in tune with you, soulmate energy, right? Soulmate energy. So again, with the energies that's coming across your path, it's all going to start with the last quarter moon in Cancer, and you being very open about what you're passionate about, your creativity. That's what I'm saying for you all, because another water card just came out. So somebody is like super creative. This is where I see you believing in yourself again. Your divine masculine to your divine feminine may have had a tricky relationship in the past where you weren't nurturing your dreams and your creativity. But this right here is letting me know that somebody's fears are falling by the wayside. The ugliness or the darkness of people not supporting you. This is so multifaceted, because this is somebody starting to believe in themselves again. In short, this is somebody believing in themselves again. Like, there's so, oh my gosh, there's so many different scenarios. Somebody could have wanted to sing, earlier in life, and they didn't have the support of family, didn't have the support of a supportive mate, or whatever the case may be, and got into a state in your life where you feel like, maybe I'm too old. Nobody's going to be checking for my voice, or whatever the case may be, or maybe I'm too old to dance, or maybe I'm kind of getting up there, and maybe I don't look a certain way, or whatever. But I see somebody suppressing those dark thoughts, that fear, that doubt, all of those things, and really just starting to pour into really pouring to their art. Like, have you all ever gone to, like, I love theater and I love art, so I live in the perfect place. What to me is New York. I mean, like, I love everything about theater and art. I mean, everything, no matter the crazier it seems, the more I love it, right? Just, but if you all have ever gone to an opera, and whether you knew what they were saying or not, the intensity of a person's voice can make you cry. You may not even know what they're talking about, right? Or you ever hear a song that invokes such emotion in you. This is what I'm seeing for somebody. Like, there's so much creativity that's about to burst out in 2023. It's not even funny. And your person is going to be right there with you to kind of sort of nurture it. They're not mothering you. It's going to feel like a mother's hug, and this could be a man or woman, it doesn't really matter, but they're not trying to be your mother. Let me just say that. Okay, that would be a better way to say it. They're not trying to be your mother. I do see somebody booked and busy, not emotionally overwhelmed and drained. But let's continue to move through October, November, December, and then January, right? December and then January, right? So here's the thing. Around the 15th, when we have the last quarter moon, let me go back to the 8th of November, when we have the full moon and then the lunar eclipse. If you are not clear about really following and pursuing your dreams, Leo, that fire, the intensity of this fire is either going to blow towards people, or it's going to inspire, it's going to put such a fire up under you where you're like, you know what, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. It's like watching like hearing interviews of singers that said, you know what, people think that I'm not afraid when I go out on stage, but I've learned how to channel that energy, those butterflies, and just get out there and sing, right? And people think I'm not nervous. My armpits are sweating. You can't see the wetness under my underarms and my clothes. It's like that kind of energy, right? Whatever it is, somebody, their passion is going to come busting through, like you just can't contain it anymore, right? The around the last quarter moon, like this is where you're finishing strong. Around the last quarter moon, it's where your star is going to really shine. Like, it's going to be like, you know what, I'm a star. This is not arrogance. I need you all, I need Leos in particular to get away from people thinking that you're arrogant, right? Because that sun needs to shine no matter what. Somebody's going to say, I deserve this life. I mean, seriously, around that time, somebody's going to be like, I deserve this life. I deserve to be here. I worked too hard for this. I'm not giving up on my dreams. That's going to be the breakthrough that somebody needs for expansion around the 23rd of November. That's when somebody's going to think they're lucky. Somebody's going to think, oh my God, it's like, ooh, the heavens are just pouring down, like shining on me, right? So that's the energy that you want to stay in, because if not, around the 30th of November, somebody's going to feel overwhelmed if they don't, right? Because now people are saying I'm arrogant, people are saying that I'm this and that. If you're not clear, like I said, starting around the 17th, but we're transitioning into that already, so somebody's starting to feel from watching my last videos that I need to start moving into a space where I know exactly what nurtures me and what doesn't nurture me, right? Just being very honest with yourselves. And also people who are coming into your life, soulmate energy coming into your life, because that's coming your way anyway, right? So it's just a matter of, hey, listen, if I dress different, or if I, the way I walk into a room just kind of sort of turns head, then whatever. I mean, hey, somebody got to do it. Why not let it be a Leo? But anyway, so that's where I'm seeing somebody is going to be booked and busy. Somebody's going to be booked and busy because they're fully tapped into their passion. I'm telling you, it's going to hit somebody like lightning bolts. Like, okay, I got to go for it. I got to go for what I know. It's going to put you in a very powerful position. It's going to put you in a powerful position because you've decided, I'm not getting down off of my throne. I'm not going to keep caring about what people think and what they saying about me. And so again, I don't care how many people have, talked about me behind my back, who, was phony in my face and smile. I'm not giving them any energy whatsoever. I'm getting right back on my throne where I belong. I'm getting on my throne where I belong. I'm getting on my throne where I belong. Where I belong. So yeah, so somebody is gonna have, like I said, in that space, what I'm saying for somebody is, like I said, as far as a love interest is concerned, that person knows exactly how to nurture you in a way that it won't seem like they're in it for anything except they actually genuinely love you. I mean, there's no ulterior motives there, right? Four of coins. I think I saw this in your last reading about God saying be more conservative with your money. Like, be more conservative with your money. No frivolous spending, because somebody could be like emotionally feeling a little overwhelmed by something. Um, you don't have to have a tricky relationship with yourself or with anybody else. All you have to do is be like completely honest with yourself about what you want. That's it. Like, what do you want? What do you want out of your life? It's your life. It's your universe, right? So if you dress nice and fancy, or you have your hair a certain kind of way, or you talk a certain kind of way, and people, have issues, it is really, when people have issues with you, it's really them having issues with themselves, and not seeing that light in themselves like you see it in you. So I mean, what are you supposed to do with that? Actually, nothing. But it shouldn't affect you. It shouldn't affect your water. You're a fire sign, but it shouldn't affect the Cancer in you. We're talking about the last quarter moon in Cancer. It shouldn't affect how you nurture yourself or what nurtures you, okay? It shouldn't affect that at all. Here we have the Queen of Cups. So I see you having an enormous amount of compassion. We got the King and Queen of Cups. We see an enormous amount of compassion for people who just don't understand you or who just don't get you. But is that going to stop you from being you? Absolutely not. It's not. But I'm talking about a high vibrating Leo. This is not vibrating low at all. Because again, around the 25th of October, you're going to know how to use those dark thoughts to put into your art, right? It's going to put into your art. It's like you hear somebody singing a song and you're like, oh my God, they feeling that thing. Like, oh my, who are they talking about? Right? Like, some artists, they sing songs. What song was that? Usher wrote a song. I mean, Usher sang a song. I think it was the Confessions. I don't know if it was the whole project or whatever, but then everybody assumed he was talking about the relationship that he was in at the time, but then years later it came out that I think Jermaine Dupri wrote the song or something like that. I think I read somewhere, but the passion he put into it was so believable that you really thought he was talking about his life, whether he was talking about his life or not, or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm seeing. Like, for somebody else, it's like putting passion into something, like you really went through this heart-wrenching ending of something, and you put all, it's like somebody who was being overly dramatic, but it's paying, I mean, financially it's paying off. Like it's paying off financially. Like, y'all know when Babyface writes songs, it's like, okay, what? And when he gives a song to the artist, and the artist is like singing this song, like they actually going through. You like, oh, but wait a minute now, are they going through that? Like, wait a minute, hold on, maybe I need to go do some research and see what's going on in their love life. But it was another writer, it's Babyface writing the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that kind of, you just kind of wonder, where's the inspiration coming from? This thing is really good. Like, this is great. This is a classic. So same thing with dance. You see somebody dance and they putting their all into it on stage. If you've ever seen, I love dance, but if you've ever seen people dance and they just putting so much extra into it, that they've taken the time to work out. Their bodies are chiseled. They're up on their toes. They're spinning around. They're jumping from one end of the stage to the next and giving it all they had. By the time they're done, people are almost doing a standing ovation in the middle of the in the middle of the dance. But that's what I'm seeing for you all. I'm seeing somebody passion is just like bursting at the seams. So you don't want to get overwhelmed around November the 30th. And then around December, the beginning of December, I do see somebody talking to Source. I do see somebody talking to God more within themselves, and just like learning how to adapt to living in their truth about being passionate about whatever art that you're doing, like whatever. I see somebody really living in their truth and just surrounding yourself. I see somebody's soul tribe being just as colorful as they are, like in their spirit, just being very colorful. um and so this right here card came out, adjustments are required. So sources, I'm telling you, the adjustments are, in the big scheme of things, they are minor adjustments for you all, because this is really you stepping into your own light unapologetically, Leos. Around the 16th of December, you're going to be listening for messages directly from source. So some of you all actually may be in hermit mode, just listening to like a real disciplined way of, you know how when people get up and they have their routine of like, okay, no phone, no radio, no nothing. I'm just listening to my meditation music, and I'm just receiving from source, or just whatever message that source is trying to send me. I'm just receiving from source. That's what I'm seeing for somebody, is just being in receiving mode. It's just like letting the messages come through, like really letting the messages come through. Let's see what else we have here. I'm really excited because I've always said that you guys were a very creative sign, but it's like your creativity is like really busting through. So I don't know. I don't. I mean, like, and whoever you're in a relationship with, they're right there with you. I tell you that they're not competing against you or any of that. They are just really right there to nurture you. It's the right amount of nurturing that somebody needed. Like, they didn't get it from family, they didn't get it from, some of you all your family may support you. I'm talking about emotionally support you, but somebody didn't get it from anybody else to where that they're gonna get it from their person. Like the inspiration, like the cheering you on from the audience and that kind of thing, and go Leo, or getting you ready. Like, I see somebody ironing your clothes or steaming your clothes, or running to the store getting what you need. I mean, not like in, like they don't know that they belong on the throne either, but this person is like the king and queen of cups. You nurture them in the way that they need to be nurtured, and they nurture you in the way that you need to be nurtured. Okay, that's simply put. Y'all just nurture each other in the way that y'all need to be nurtured. So look out for that person. But you got to be clear about what nurtures you first, right? Okay, somebody got it. All right, so yeah, 9 of Cups, we have the 4 of Cups coming out again, the 6 of Swords, we have the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Swords. Oh my gosh, the Swords cards are coming out, and everybody, like somebody has, a lot of signs, and not just you all, Leo, but a lot of signs have given away a lot of power. Oh my gosh, hold on. We got the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. So let me show y'all what I'm looking at. These right here. All of this, ancestors all around you trying to help you through this. Taking the blindfolds off and finding the silver lining in your life. Looking at your life and saying, you know what, I'm free from a situation. It doesn't necessarily a person, place, or thing. It could be something with like being in bondage to yourself. It could be that also. Like, I'm ready to burst out. I'm really ready to burst out. Right. I'm gonna stop stifling my own growth. Let me take the blindfolds off and see, look around me. Like, do I live in a state or a city where there's a lot of creativity, where there's a lot of arts? Have I found my soul tribe? Like, what am I doing? That kind of thing, right? And so, like I said, these birds right here is your ancestors all around you. And like, you don't even have to have any more sleepless nights thinking about it. This is where you're going to just burst through. Your creativity is coming through. And look, wish fulfillment right here. Right here, 9 of Wands, wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Because somebody is really being honest with themselves about their creative endeavors, right? Again, you don't even have to, this came across twice, the 4 of Cups coming across twice, because somebody is sitting around ruminating over this. Somebody is sitting around ruminating. Somebody is going to be so shocked, and this could be happening for somebody actually before January, is that you are really pursuing your creative endeavors to a point where it just makes you burst. Like, all your energy is just it's like a person who is in their own personal heaven. And so it's so attractive to people around you. It makes people want to know who you are, be in your space, Leo. You don't see other people as competition. I mean, because again, you took your power back unapologetically. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Again, this is your 3-month prediction. I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, y'all. Hey, y'all got some dancers, and y'all coming to New York? Please let me know, because I'll be at your show. I don't care if you're a singer, rapper, whatever. You would just send me some information where you're gonna be, right? Where you're gonna be. If I'm in town, I will definitely be there to support somebody, or at least purchase some tickets and use those as giveaways. So that some other people can witness greatness, because this is too much water in these cards. All right, see, oh my God, what does it say, y'all? Flow like water. Things are flowing for you like water. So somebody want to let their guards down and take the blindfolds off, because love is coming somebody's way, and this person does not see you as competition at all. They right there with you. They like Team Leo. They want to be in your space. I'm telling you, I see somebody preparing your clothes the night before. Somebody is and this is, I don't want anybody, because you all know I don't typically do romantic love readings. It's really about self-love. And that's how somebody is going to, but this is just like helping you walk through this journey. Around the 23rd of December, somebody is going to get real serious. I mean, like super serious about their craft, because it's like there's no way I'm going into 2023 not pursuing my dreams. It's going to get real serious and very intense. That is why somebody needs the right energies around them. Soulmate energy, like I said, can start out as a friend, and that thing can develop into something else, where the person, again, they don't even give off I can't even reiterate this, they don't even give off the vibes that they see you as competition, or it's a problem with you pursuing your dreams. They right there with you. They may even ask you what color we wearing today. Oh my gosh, 9. I am compassionate. Yeah, you are compassionate, very compassionate. That's what we have that's what I'm saying. Whoever and whatever you're leaving behind, the way that you're leaving the situation behind, it could be a best friend that was, a friend of yours. It could be somebody that was a best friend or a friend. It could have been a romantic relationship. You all are just, like I said before, where's the card? Somebody has just been sitting around overthinking something, when you don't need to overthink it. You don't need to overthink it, right? So 9, it's your compassion that makes you shine. You are devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. When you are being of service. And if you don't think tapping into your art is of service, look how many people go and support artists, because they just want that. They want that hour or two away from their normal lives, and they're like just sitting right there cheering and clapping for you. So whether you're knitting, whether you have a YouTube channel, it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing, being of service to the world, let your creativity shine. Let your creativity shine. Let's see what else we got going on here, Leos. This is nice. Let's see what your we saw what your number is. Let's see what your spirit animal is. This is something you want to hold on to. This is your spirit animal. This is your spirit. I love these cards. This is your spirit animal. This is your spirit animal, Leos. This is your spirit animal. What is Leo's spirit animal for the remainder of this year, all the way through the end of January? What is Leo's spirit animal? What does that spirit animal mean to them? What is Leo's spirit animal? What is Leo's spirit animal? All right, Leos. Phoenix. All right. Okay. Nice. Just very, very nice. All right, this is beautiful. See, usually the cards come out that black and white, but this came out. Didn't I just say color? if you go back and watch some of the other videos, you'll see most of the cards come out, they don't have color to them, but this card has color to it, right? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, right? So Phoenix, freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedications, right? The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind in its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us to burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we've done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon our wings. That is what I'm talking about, Leos. Yes. Woo. It got some more information about the Phoenix. Okay, let's see what else this says. Okay, the Phoenix and the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that the heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karma is slowly burned, it rises from the ash toward the navel center. We know that to be, moving up from that first chakra, the root chakra. Then you get your sacral chakra up to your solar plexus chakra. Again and again, it makes this journey from the first through third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly what this whole reading is all about. Didn't I say y'all walking into a space very colorful, bold? That's all I can see in the spirit. Is like something about you stands out. Leos, I'm telling you, listen. I know somebody's gonna be texting me like, "Oh my God, I met my person. They are perfect for me. I can't believe it." It's all because I'm telling. This is why I intentionally started the reading towards the middle of October, because I knew we were coming up on that last quarter moon in Cancer. Cancer is not ruled by a planet; it's ruled by a luminary like you are, and it's really about your feelings. This is about what feeds your spirit, your intuition, your feelings, your mood, your emotions, your subconscious habits, all of that, right? So again, somebody is going to be so in tune with something that they're very passionate about, and it's going to just like that. Like I said before, when you're going after your passion, it's and you are. This is where that internal struggle somebody may have had, like that darkness keeps rearing its ugly head, and it's like a part of your past letting you know that maybe somebody didn't believe in you, somebody just didn't support you, or whatever it was, Leo. All of that's falling by the wayside. All of that is, I love it, I love it, I love it, Leos. Woo. Somebody's gonna be famous. I already have quite the colorful clientele list, part of the soul tribe right now. I wish sometime I can introduce you guys to each other, but I do not break confidentiality or privacy. But I'm telling you, let me just say this, for those of you all who aspire to be famous or walk in that space, anybody can be that. It really takes you believing in yourself, and really, really, all you have to do is look at like some of the documentaries for some famous people, and what they had to sacrifice in order for them to be where they are right now. You know, for them it was a journey too, right? But I'm telling you, somebody got somebody that's going to be, or if you don't already have your person, Leo, somebody is coming into your life that's going to really meet your energy. And again, they don't see you as competition. They're not in it to see what they can get from you. None of that. You all are igniting each other's flame. Yep. You all are igniting each other's flame. that is what I have for you, Leos. I am so excited for you all, because again, somebody's gonna feel like emotionally they have hit the jackpot in love. They feel like they hit the jackpot in their creative spaces. And like I said, lots of duties and responsibilities. Lots of duties and responsibilities. But remember, around November 30th, that's where that thing can either be overwhelming for somebody, where somebody wants to mentally check out because they haven't done the work leading up to that, or somebody's gonna feel like, wow, I feel like I'm wiser now. I feel like I'm more mature about this situation, and it's like, let's go time. That's what I have for you, Leos. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all on Sunday. Bye.